So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shawty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speeds at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, ice on my neck like I'm little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that... Sails over the end line. throwing on first is Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Wentz now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they... Touchdown, Philadelphia! Golden Tate, 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Newton to throw. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang. But it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The first carry for Josh Adams. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And that is incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Carolina takes the field again here. And, you know, I was thinking earlier in this game back to Super Bowl 50, that Carolina team that went 15-1, how great that squad was. I don't know that this year's version is as good as that, but they're starting to play more like that team, aren't they?
They certainly are. And then they've got an added element. I think they're a little more explosive at more positions than that team that was 15-1. What I mean by that is Christian McCaffrey can run it inside, but you get him out in open space and catching the ball, that gives you a whole different element than what they had before. Curtis Samuel's starting to come along. The rookie DJ Moore at wide receiver. Devin Funchess and his ability to play over the rim and go over top of people and catch the football. And Cam continues to be Cam and will run the football, especially in short yardage situations. So I think this team is really coming together, and don't ever underestimate their defense.
Newton on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, 31 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This will be caught just inside the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's always a slanted view, isn't it?
But that's this. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They juked him, and now running right through it. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Philly's offense getting the ball again here in just a second, but if you look at the NFC picture as a whole, a lot of talk, understandably so, about the Rams and the Saints, the Panthers even. But what kind of chance do you give the Eagles of getting back to the Super Bowl?
I give them a good chance because Carson Wentz continues to get better coming back from the knee injury. They made the deal to get Golden Tate, which gives him another weapon at receiver, and that's starting to get better for them. Zach Ertz has been tremendous at tight end. They need to get healthier in the offensive line, get that back intact, and that defense can be very, very good, especially Fletcher Cox wrecking.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short, forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Play action. Now Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be...
I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he is going to get this one back to
games. And I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dontari Poe able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Thomas Davis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the Panthers coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your... I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Addison able to get him for a loss of about 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing now is Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Trying to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Kind of glad that ball hit the ground because I wanted to ask you about second-half resurgences in the NFL season. Last year we saw a pretty good one from San Francisco. Who is a team or two that you could see making a push? Not necessarily for the playoffs, but just finishing strong.
I think San Francisco is a candidate for it because I think their defense continues to get better. They get nice pressure inside from DeForest Buckner. And I think on offense, whether it's C.J. Beathard or Nick Mullins, who was quite the revelation in the Oakland game on a Thursday night, they're going to get better play from the quarterback position while they wait for Jimmy Garoppolo to get better next year. And I think they're going to finish well and then look to 2000.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Got a man, it's right. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. To the air again, Newton. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Second down, here's an option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
180.
To throw again. Newton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Throwing is Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The result of 1st down is a quick slant gets him 14. On 1st down, Newton dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Newton throwing again. And that is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, Charles, the trade deadline obviously is now passed. So you look back at the number of guys that went different places. Which trade caught your eye the most?
Well, there are a few of them, and they all had one thing in common as far as I could tell. They're all made with the idea of that team winning big this year. Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix from Green Bay to Washington. Washington in first place at the time when they make the trade. They're thinking about winning their division and advancing in the playoffs, getting more help in the secondary. How about Golden Tate going from Detroit to Philadelphia? The Eagles trying to defend their Super Bowl championship, adding a receiver for Carson Wentz.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. From the gun, here's Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A good pick up there of 20 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now Newton on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised about the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, it's Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Hey, empty. Let's go. Great.
Wentz to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and settle it yourselves.
I like it. I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Good. Hey!
They'll look to throw. And right with it here over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Coming off the pick-6, it's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Newton now on second down. Steps away to his left. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
To throw on second down is Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my Benz, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now. That's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow. That's a big, big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money. I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about it ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em out your break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. That for the homies. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
My have an all white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it, then you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Like in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love, cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, extra large. I don't care, I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs and 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks' money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. The type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, I had cornrows. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some tall. Attitude on some. Bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. The type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gonna do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like us after more than just cashing. feed me to the wolves, now I lead the pack in. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare, or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to yeah, those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you got it better than a Tesla.
Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I miss Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bums mad again. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tail tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star. I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
fire, don't touch me, I'm tortured. Had the fish on my teeth, I went fortunate. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no screens attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it foreign. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time he gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time he gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got a bonus, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you. All of these, my body, I got paid somebody keep checking my pose. Walk in the club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mo.
Every time he gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time he gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
Crazy different city with some different. I can switch my the same way that I change my clothes. Man, it's crazy. I'm envelope. And you know I'm never lacking. Gotta do it, that's up in traffic. Water on my paddock. In automatic. I drink water when I'm fasting. Use a has to love me and I can't have it. Boy, I'm from average. Better wait your turn, better get in line.
Every time he gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by K1 Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early. Because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Set. 180.
Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. They'll roll him out right. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Right to the 3. Hey, hey. Gun.
Check. 53 fight. Check. 53 fight.
Gun.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, It still definitely hurts.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Newton to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Action. Wentz. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
It was funny during the draft process, someone said to me, well, whoever takes Christian McCaffrey, as it turned out it was Carolina, how are they going to use him? Is he going to be an every down back? Is he going to be a 3rd down guy? They're going to use him in the slot? What are they going to do with him? And I just said, yes.
All of that.
No doubt about it. This kid can do it all.
And he did a nice job there out of the backfield to pick up the 1st. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play for the defense.
And that's caught by Smith. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the red zone now, Newton. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Newton takes it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Forced out to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Wentz on 3rd down. They still can't get it. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Charles, we got a second here. Let's do an MVP check-in right now at this point in the season. Is Patrick Mahomes your headliner?
He is for me. Look, second year playing, one start as a rookie, and what he's
trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and a return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd and 10, Newton eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
You ready? 180.
Out of the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Here's Newton. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Newton on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Do something.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
20.
Newton throwing again. The open man is Smith. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
I get it.
And Newton's going to keep it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Takes it himself, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. Now Newton on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down by Nate Gehry.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
On fourth down, Newton. Got a man, it's right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Now a first down throw for Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second and 10, Newton again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Do something.
And the blitz does come. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, switching gears for a second, let's look ahead to some of the big games of Week 11. And I think the biggest one is occurring south of the border, no doubt. How about the Kansas City Chiefs and the L.A. Rams playing in Mexico City?
Yeah, neither team unbeaten as they go into it, but still one of the biggest games of the year in the NFL. Remember when they shared a state, the state of Missouri, they used to play for the Governor's Cup. Now they're going to play in Mexico City, and all the eyes of the NFL will be on this one. First team to 50 wins?
I think that. I was just going to say, I think that might be the case. And can anybody slow down Patrick Mahomes? And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Steps away to his left. Smith catches left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air. And I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stop.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jarius Wright, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On play action, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's got his man, this is Tate, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Wentz will try again on second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. There's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Hicks in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Panthers on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, here's Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun. Wentz. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack, but he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And right with it here, over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Now he'll escape to his left. Room here to run. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final try now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Mean I'm a buyer, not leasing no beamer. I'm buying no counter, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a, tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane, asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nazi. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, Flow Joe, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back there, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mario Addison in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Newton now to throw. And that's complete to the former Bear. It's Greg Olsen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now Newton on first down. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, C.D. Mack, just from day one, he's looked so good in a Bears uniform, literally and figuratively. Some Raiders fans watching this saying, oh, I wish we had him on our team.
Yeah, just about every.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 65 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Deion Sims from 13 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And it's miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives.
We practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And his throw is incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Flushed out, and look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got here with a first down.
Lock in, lock in.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Deion Sims, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears will extend their lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, I want to revisit our preseason Super Bowl picks.
Must we?
Well, we're getting closer and closer toward the playoffs. So
we have to revisit
who did you have? You had the Falcons.
I had Atlanta.
But you couldn't predict all those injuries the Falcons had.
Couldn't predict all the injuries, and heading into their open week, they had won 2 in a row and then beat Washington after the open week. So all is not lost, but still enough guys are out that maybe it's not the best prediction. But I did have Pittsburgh, I believe, on the AFC side, and they are really starting to come on.
Sadly, I don't even remember who I had. I think it's going to sound like, oh, yeah, revisionist history. I think I had Rams and Patriots, so I'm going to stick with that.
That actually sounds familiar to me. I do believe you did have Rams in New England, and you are on track with those 2 teams.